Hi, this is Fazana again. In this video, we'll look at how to calculate the volume and surface area of spheres and hemispheres, which is half a sphere. Questions relating to this topic test you on applying the correct formula, and where you're given the formula, how to rearrange the formula when you're asked to find the radius or height of the 3D shape. How you approach this question and the layout of your answer is really important. So let's do some examples and I'll show you how easy it is. If you haven't watched my videos on rearranging formula, please watch it before watching the volume and surface area videos, because it really does teach you how to rearrange it very simply, and it makes the questions on volume and surface area so effortless. Okay, let's do the questions, or let's look at the formulas. Okay, so this volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Remember, there's no height of the sphere, so make sure you put r cubed, because it's so easy to just put pi r squared, because we're just so used to pi r squared. Yeah, so it's 4/3 pi r cubed, and the surface area is 4 pi r squared. Okay, so we're back to our pi r squared. All right, let's try to do a simple example. So the radius of the sphere is 6.7 centimeters. Find the volume. So again, always write the formula first. So you've got 4/3 pi r cubed, and then just go stick the numbers in. So you've got 4/3 pi times 6.7 cubed, and you get a volume of 1,260 centimeters, looks like a decimal place, centimeter cubed, and if it was to 3 significant figures. Okay, yeah, so as easy as that. Okay, if you have to find the volume of the hemisphere, then remember, a hemisphere is half of a sphere. So when you do half of the 4/3, you can see half of 4/3 must be 2/3. Yeah? So just remember that the volume now is 2/3 of pi r cubed. Okay? Yeah? So the volume is 2/3 pi. And this is why I say write the formula, because you say, oh, radius. Oh, so they've given us the diameter. So the radius must be half of that, so 9.2 centimeters. So then you do times 9.2 centimeter. Oh, sorry, 9.2 cubed. Forget the centimeter. Yeah? And you get 1,631 centimeter cubed to the nearest centimeter. Okay, yeah? All right, let's try some more challenging questions. Okay, this time they've given you the volume and you have to find the radius. So again, it's all about rearranging. So you've got volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Let's go write down what we know. So we have 86.5 equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, now remember, write your fraction like that, because when people write their fractions like that, it's really difficult to see what to do with it. So if you put it like that, you can see that that 3 is at the bottom. Yeah. So what's been done to the r again? It's been cubed, and then it's been multiplied by 4 pi, and then it's been divided by 3. Okay, so we go backwards and we do the opposite. So we go times 3 divided by 4 pi, and then we're going to cube root it. Okay, so we take that 86.5, so we go 86.5 times 3 divided by 4 times pi, So that's what you do on that fraction button, and then you will cube root your answer. Okay, and that will give you your radius, and that will be 2.74 centimeters. Okay, can you see how useful that rearranging is? It just makes it, you're doing it all in one go. You're not making it complicated. You don't get yourself into a panic situation. How do I get to that R? By following these steps, it just flows, and it just feels so much easier. Yeah, all right. Okay, next question. The object shown is made up from a cylinder and a hemisphere. So I just go put half of a sphere there. The cylinder has radius 5 and height 22. Find the volume of the object. So you can see it's going to be the volume of the hemisphere plus the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so here I like drawing things. It just gives me a smile on my face. So the volume of the cylinder, what is the formula? Pi r squared h here. And I'm not writing numbers right now. And then I'm going to do the hemisphere, and the volume is 2/3 pi r cubed. Okay, and then I'm going to add them, and there will be my answer. Yeah, magically. Okay, so here you've got pi times radius is 5 squared and height is 22. And here, sorry, I haven't left much space there, I'll put it just here. So you've got 2/3 pi times 5 cubed. Okay, and when you go on your calculator, you get 1727.9 and 261.8, and you add them and you get 1989.7, and we'll just make it 1990 centimeter cubed to 3 significant figures. Alright, yeah, okay, can you see your layout? If you're doing anything wrong, it's going to jump out at you because you've written the formula, and everything then just falls out. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, let's look at this. A child's toy is made out of plastic. The toy is solid. Yeah. Okay. The top of the toy is a cone of height 10 and base radius 4. The bottom of the toy is a hemisphere of radius 4. Okay. Calculate the volume of plastic. So again, here you know you've got the cone and you've got the hemisphere. Okay. So the volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h, and the volume of the hemisphere is 2/3 pi r cubed. Okay, now let's go stick the numbers in. So equals 1/3 pi times 4 squared times 10, which will give us, and you've got 2/3 pi times 4 cubed. We'll go on the calculator, add them, and we'll be done. Yeah, so you've got 167.55, you've got 134.04, and you get 301.59. And we'll just say the volume equals 301.6 centimeter cubed to 1 decimal place. Alright, yeah, okay. So these combined shapes, you just have to, again, apply the formula, add it, and you're done. Alright. Effortless, yes? Okay, find the total surface area of the solid hemisphere shown. Okay, so you know the surface area of the sphere equals 4 pi r squared. So it's like 4 circles. Yeah. Okay. We've got a hemisphere, so it's a half. So then the hemisphere will be 2 pi r squared. Yeah. Okay, you can tell if the height of that is 5.5, that's the same as the radius. So that's also 5.5. So then you just go stick that in there, times 5.5 squared, and you get 190.07, and we'll just make it 190.1 centimeters squared. Okay, to 1 decimal place. Alright, yeah, just about the formula, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. A sphere has a volume of 356 centimeter cubed. Calculate the surface area. So it's given us the volume and it asks us to find the surface area. So the volume formula for a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And you can tell we have the volume, but we don't know the radius. So we're going to sort of find the radius first. And once we found the radius, then the surface area is just the 4 pi r squared. So we can then stick the radius in there. Okay, so it helps to plan it a bit. Okay, so the volume is 356 equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, what was done to the r? It was cubed. It was multiplied by 4 pi and then divided by 3. So we go backwards and we multiply by 3, divided by 4 pi, and cube root this. This is coming automatically to you. Yeah, if not, then just keep practicing. But this should just flow. Alright? Okay, so in order to find our r, we go 356 times 3 divided by 4 times pi, and then we cube root our answer, and we get r equals 4.397. And again, I'll just carry it with that decimal place. In fact, don't take away your answer from the calculator, yeah, and then you can play around with it. So the surface area is 4 pi times 4.397 squared. Okay, and out comes your answer. Okay, what an easy 3 to 4 mark question that is, yeah? Yeah, and who's got the marks? You have. Alright, good. Okay, last question. The diagram shows a solid hemisphere. Okay, solid means that is solid. Yeah, and it gives us the formula. So sometimes they give you the formula here, but they won't give it to you on the formula sheet. Yeah, and they say the volume of the sphere is 250 divided by 3 pi. Yeah, so it's just 250 pi divided by 3. Work out the exact total surface area of the solid hemisphere. Okay, now always just, it's not just about being clever, it's about being sharp. If we have to find the total surface area of the solid hemisphere, then we know we're actually going to find the surface area of the hemisphere, but then we're also going to find the area of that. Yeah, so then you've got 1 there, and then you're going to have 2 there. Yeah, so you've actually, the total surface area will be the hemisphere, so that's 2 pi r squared, and then you've got the circle, and that's pi r squared. Okay, yeah, every single word makes such a difference. Okay, all right, So now you can tell, again, we need to find our R. Find the R. Okay, so the volume is 250, and I'll just put the pi up there, divided by 3, yeah? And what is the formula? It's 2/3 pi r cubed. Okay, you can see they've both got a denominator of 3, so let's multiply by 3 to get rid of the denominator. So you've got 250 pi equals 2 pi r cubed. Okay, we can take away the pi's, so divide by pi. So you've got 250 equals 2r cubed, divided by 2, so you've got 125 equals r cubed, and now if you cube root it, r will be the cube root of 125, which is 5. Okay, can you see these steps here? They're just so soothing, yeah? Anything that you're doing wrong, it's going to jump out at you. So always have steps. Always make sure that maths has got some kind of rhythm. And then you find that your pencil's just moving, yeah, no matter how small this pencil is. It's just moving, and you're not using up that much energy, actually, yeah? So you can handle all those 23, 24 questions in your exams. Okay, so you've got 5 centimeters there. Now let's go stick it in, yeah? So let's do that one first. So you've got 2 times pi, and, oh sorry, we've got to give our answer as a multiple of pi. So you've got 2 times pi times 5 squared, yeah? And the pi r squared would be pi times 5 squared. Okay, so 5 squared is 25 times 2 is 50 pi, and 5 squared times pi is, 5 squared is 25 pi. So the total surface area of the solid hemisphere is 75 pi. Nice, very nice. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was easy to understand. If not, then it wasn't me. Watch the video again, and once it clicks, it'll stick to your brain. All right? Okay. Please watch my other videos on volume and surface area of other 3D shapes. Watch them all and you'll be an expert. And remember, you're in control. Take care until next time. Bye.